are now building pressure. That's what you have to do.
Nearly half time. Defenders close.
Alright, what's good homies? Welcome back to another RLL 3 career video. Back playing with the Warriors in round 16, getting ready to take on the Raiders, who are currently sitting at 12th. They've won 2 from 5, coming off back-to-back wins. As for their season record, all up, they've won 6 games from 14. Alright, in their most recent game, they played the Cowboys at GIO Stadium, and they beat them 20 points to 16. As we look at the match stats, it looked like it was a pretty close game. Jared Kennedy picked up man of the match. As we check out their Raiders lineup here, Whiteson, Rapana and Audio, their back 3. In the centers, they got Croker and Leilua. Austin and Caesar in the halves. Back row, Sobliola, Bateman and Papali'i. In the front row, they got Lima, Hodgson and Boyd. And on the bench, Paolo, Kennedy, Turner and Whitehead. Ben Matulino is back and starting, pushing Gave to the bench, and Albert Veta has been dropped. As we get into the game here, and it's going to be Jared Croker getting past 2 defenders before eventually getting wrapped up on the 20. 4th tackle for the Raiders. They go to the short side, great hands. As they get it out to their winger Audio, he's going to get wrapped up centimeters from the line, 5th and last. They go to Austin, and surprisingly he decides to run the ball, powers his way over for their first try of the game. Once again, I get caught off guard by the AI doing something that they don't usually do. As Caesar converts and they take the early lead, up by 6. 15 minutes in here, as we look to counter-attack off the return. It ends up with Hoffman getting tackled outside our 40. As we go short to Fusitua here, running onto it, finds space around the ruck. He's going to get wrapped up by Whiteson at the back. Back off Isaac Luke at dummy half. He goes wide to Johnson, short to Mannering, makes his way back to the middle, gets it away to Luke to Tuivasa-Sheck. With a little bit of room to move, one-on-one with Whiteson, he draws and passes, gets it away to Kato, who scores our first try of the game. There was a lot of ball movement in that sequence, and it was Mannering that created the second phase play, and we pretty much had their defensive line scrambling. It was pretty much classic ad-lib type of footy from the Warriors. As we go wide and back inside to Tuivasa-Sheck, shows the pass, drawing pass, but this time Kato's going to get hit in a solid tackle. Great defensive play by Audio. We had the overlap, but he rushed up on Kato and put a nice hit on him as Johnson finds space. A loose pass goes to ground, and it's going to be the Raiders running it out of their half. Kennedy with ball in hand gets around Kato, and he gets thrown into touch by Manu Vatuve. Not only is the beast solid in attack, he's got that power in defense. As we dummy inside, drop it on the toe for Luke, but it results in a repeat set. Off the dropout, Sean Johnson under it. We're going to decide to run it, finding space up the middle, running down the sideline, and we're going to get thrown into touch. That was a wasted opportunity. I thought I could get around and sneak in the corner, but it wasn't to be. As we look at the halftime stats, as you can see, we've had plenty of time with ball in hand, but we just can't piece anything together in attack. As we go wide in the second half to Foreign, drawing pass from Lolo Hair, Fusitua's going to get wrapped up on the wing. 5th and last, approaching the 50th minute, we go to Foreign, shows the kick, and he decides to run it here as we find space around the ruck, put it on the toe, comes off the post, and we're going to score the second try of the game. A big play from Foreign as we take another look on the replay. At first I had my mind set, ready to put up a bomb, but then the space just opened up around the ruck and we took our chances. As soon as we were one-on-one with Whiteson, I put the grubber through, and I'd like to say that I aimed for the post, but that was a total fluke. It was a dope try nonetheless as we converted from right in front, further extending our lead to 6. Alright, 62 minutes in, we're with the Raiders here, they're on our line, 5th and last, they go to Austin, he puts a grubber through, ricochets off a Warrior, gets scooped up by Bateman, and he's going to power his way over for their second try of the game. As Caesar converts and they tie the game up. It's turning out to be quite the match here as we're locked at 12 apiece. With 5 minutes remaining, we go to Gave, Tuivasa-Sheck, takes it to the line. We're just outside our 30. As we go to Johnson with the wind behind us, we're going to go for the 40-20. It's a beautiful kick as we get the bounce. Whiteson takes it into touch, but it was going to find the line anyway, regardless if he took it out or not. As we get it at the back of the scrum, we go wide to Foreign, and off the scrum we put the 1 point over And that's going to be the full-time score, 13 points to 12. We barely get past the Raiders here at home. As we look at the full-time stats, 2 vs Shaq picks up man of the match, and as always, drop that like button for more content. Thank you for tuning in, and later.